Hi everyone, it's me, Andrea from Andy's Corner, and I'm so glad that you're going on this journey with me through Job. It is not easy. However, we're getting closer and closer to the good stuff. Well, every day there's some good stuff. And today we're in chapters 18 and 19 as we cover Bildad's second response to Job and Job's response to Bildad. All right, here we go. Chapter 18. Then Bildad the Shuhite replied, "How long before you stop talking? What kind of friends are these? Geez, Bildad, get it together. That is not how you treat a friend who is going through some crazy stuff." However, he proceeds, "Speak sense if you want us to answer. Do you think we are mere animals? Do you think we're stupid?" He's so rude. "Surely the light of the wicked will be snuffed out." He's saying that if you're wicked, your light will go out, which sometimes light can be referred to as life and darkness as death. But really, who is he to say whose light goes out or not? It's really up to God who decides whose light go out or not. Not Bildad, okay? "The confident stride of the wicked will be shortened. Their own schemes will be their downfall. They will fall into a pit. Hunger depletes their strength, and calamity awaits for them to stumble." Now, here's the thing. He's still referring to Job as being wicked. He's still saying that Job's light will snuff out, that Job will fall into the pit, and Job is wicked. So that's why all these things are happening to him, which again is so wrong. We know that's not true, but he's just assuming it's true. Then verse 18, "The wicked will be thrust from the light into the darkness, driven from the world." Who is he to say what happens? Okay? And really, some people that aren't wicked go through some really dark times. Okay, so this is Job's response. And really, Job responds to him shortly, but then as always, he goes and he wants to talk to God. He's like, "God, you are my defender. You see everything, and you are the only one that can rectify this situation." So let's see what Job says. Chapter 19. Right now, he's talking to his friends, and he says, "How long will you torture me? How long will you try to crush me with your words?" And friends, that is very important right there. So here, first of all, we have Job who's going through this crazy time, and his friends are supposed to be his friends. But instead, they continue to crush him and bring him low with words. So right there, it shows you how powerful our words can be. That even though Job is at his lowest physically, financially, emotionally, so many things, that his friends that could bring him comfort actually crush him even more, but just with their words. So we need to be careful with our words, because our words have the power of life, the Bible says, to give life. So we need to be careful how we use our words. All right, let's continue. Verse 3, "You have already insulted me 10 times. You should be ashamed of treating me so badly. Even if I have sinned, that is my concern, not yours," which is so true. It's not like he sinned against them and they're revolting and saying, "How dare you do this to us?" No. First of all, they don't even know what his sin is, which is nothing. And they just treat him so badly. And he's like, even if I did sin, which he's like, "I'm innocent," then I did not sin against you. So it's none of your business what is going on in my life, and especially if you're going to treat me like this. Then he says, "You think you're better than I am, using my humiliation as evidence of my sin? But it is God who has wronged me, capturing me in his net." So this is when he turns his attention from Bildad to God. And now he said, God alone has the power to bring this calamity upon my life, which is like bad thing, okay? So he's saying he's the only one with this much power to do this. So right now he thinks that God is his enemy. He thinks that God has done this specifically to him, which we know is not true. God has allowed it to happen, but God did not do this. Okay? So let's go on. I cry out help, but no one answers me. I protest, but there is no justice. God has blocked my ways, so I cannot move. He has plunged my path into darkness. He has stripped me of my honor and removed my crown from my head. He has demolished me on every side, and I am finished. He has uprooted my hope like a fallen tree. Now, friends, sometimes it may feel like that. Sometimes it feels like, man, every direction I go in life is just wrong or darkness or a failure. And he just has run out of options, Job says. He's like, he has blocked all my paths. But sometimes as we read the Bible, we'll see that God does that sometimes for a good thing. Say there's 10 directions we could go in. He might block 9 of them because he wants us to go in a single direction. And that's God's way of guiding our life. And I don't mind that at all. I'd rather God guide me than me guide myself and end up who knows where. Whereas if God guides me, I know exactly, no matter where I go, it's where he wants me to go, even if I don't know where I'm going. So we have to get to a place where we're okay with not knowing